What's up? Welcome back to another great episode of The Sully Show. Well, at least I hope it's great. I hope y'all think it's great. Today we're doing another whiskey review, getting back into those, just graduated from the Sully School of Alcohol, so we're going to celebrate a little bit with some whiskey reviews coming up here. Today we have something pretty rare, pretty hard to get your hands on, at least in my neck of the woods here. Some Angel's Envy. Pretty neat bottle. Got some wings on the back of it. Not too shabby looking. Now you might notice, kind of looks like most of the bottle's gone already. Well, that's because it is. But my buddy gave me just the last little bit there, enough for, a good review. He gave that to me so I could share it with y'all and let you know my thoughts on it. So, very nice of him. I do appreciate that. It is a cork, so we're going to uncork it, get pouring, and get into the review. Gotta hear that. It's kind of quiet. I used it. I uncorked it a little bit ago just because I like the sound. So that's probably why it's so quiet. Let's pour her up. Just the perfect amount right there. Just perfect. We're gonna get into the review right away. I'm gonna try reorganizing the videos a little bit. So we're gonna get into the review right away, put it on ice, and then while we're waiting for the ice to work its magic, I'm gonna give you all the details about the whiskey itself, and then we'll go into the ice reviews. Obviously, smell first. You do get a little bit of you get that barrel in there, that normal, woody bourbon smell. But I will say, you get a little bit of wine in there. This is aged in port wine barrels, or port wine casks. We'll get into that later. But you do smell a little bit of that. You can definitely tell with the aromas, from the aromaspheres, that there's definitely been some aging in a wine barrel or wine cask there. Let's jump right in, give it a taste. That tickled my nose a lot. That was a pretty big nose tickle right there. So, I would say pretty strong bite for what I was expecting. It's a little bit stronger than I like, but it's nothing crazy. I probably wouldn't drink this neat much, but it's nothing like, it's not like you just drank some grain alcohol. It's nothing stupid. The flavors come through very strong at the beginning. Very strong flavors at first, but they definitely go away quick, and that bite comes and kind of takes over, and it's almost hard to remember what those flavors are. So I'm gonna try this one more time, see if I can't capture some of the flavors in my flavor chamber of memories, and before the bite comes and erases them all. So 2 notes on that one. One, I took a smaller sip, and it's a lot better that way. It was super smooth. Nothing went in my nose. I think the first time I might have just taken like a too big a sip. The second sip, when you take a small, like normal whiskey sip, it was actually extremely smooth. Almost a little too smooth maybe. So that's kind of a 180 there. Let me do it one more time since we get such different, back and forth. Let's see what it is. So yeah, if you take a smaller sip, it's actually very smooth. So disregard the first thing I said. Took too big of a sip. Disregard that. Very smooth. It's, I don't want to say sweet, but kind of, how wine's bitter, but it's sweet, if that makes sense. Not even sweet like a red wine has that sweetness from the grapes, that sweetness from the fruit. You get like fruit sugars. I guess it's almost kind of what I'm getting here. So I guess I would say it tastes like wine, but you also get some of that sweetness from a wine, along with some barrel age, whiskey flavors that you would be looking for if you're trying to drink whiskey. So I got my handy dandy cup of ice here. I'm going to drop a few cubes in there and let that work its magic. And in the meantime, let me go over a little bit about Angel's Envy and what makes it what it is. So according to the website, it's aged between 4 and 6 years. Most bourbon has to be aged at least 2. They go 4 to 6. They don't really specify exactly which one. And then after that, it's aged for up to an additional 6 months in the port wine casks. So that kind of gives it that extra port wine flavor that you have in there. Now, they have different lines of Angel's Envy. I think they have a rye that I believe they age in rum casks and different things like that. But this particular one was aged in port wine barrels or port wine casks. It is 43.3% alcohol by volume at 86.6 proof. I don't know why people can't just pick a round number. Like, why not make it 43%? Why not make it 44%? You know? Pick a round number. Come on, you're killing me. I don't like non-round numbers. It's weird. On the side of the bottle, let me show it to y'all. This is kind of neat. Something that I like. Makes it a little bit more personal. You'll see right there. You have 3 different numbers. The first number is the batch number. This is 73T. Bottle number is the number of the bottle out of that batch. This is 4,500. So this is a 4,500th bottle out of that batch. And then uncorked on, this is 1 March 20. So, with my understanding, that is the date that the bottle was filled. Basically, the date that the barrel was uncorked and the whiskey went into the bottle is what that date means. Now, price, I looked it up on my handy app that tells me the price of alcohol. And it said about $50 is, you know, kind of your shelf price on it. But $65 is a fair price. So I would probably pay $65 for it. Definitely wouldn't drink it a whole lot if I paid $65 for it. Definitely be a very special occasion kind of thing. That is only for $7.50, so it's definitely, you know, high-end stuff. But it's very tasty. So we got that sat on ice for a minute. Let's give it a shot. See if it's brought out some flavors, diluted some flavors. See what it's done. So I would say that brings out a lot of barrel flavor. You definitely get that woodiness in there. The main note on it is the woodiness. However, there's like an undertone, like just a perfect amount of undertone in there where you can really taste that port wine. Now, it doesn't taste like a drinking wine. It's not there to stay and it's not overpowering. It's just a little, you know, a little bit of something on the back end there saying, hey, this was aged in wine, by the way, almost. Very good. This is definitely going to go on the recommend side of things over there. Definitely going to go on recommend. Delicious stuff. It's very smooth. That ice almost makes it too smooth, I might say. There really is no bite to it anymore. However, it is something you could drink neat. So I might even say the ice not ruined it, but the ice didn't make it better. I think it's just as good neat. I might even like it a little bit more neat. So would probably recommend drinking this one neat, rather than on ice. Maybe I'll have to add that to my recommend thing. Put like in or I or something. I don't know. We'll see. But that about wraps it up right there for the Sully Show review of Angel's Envy Kentucky Straight Bourbon. It is made in Kentucky. I think I forgot to mention that. It is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon made in Kentucky. If there's anything that y'all would like to see on the channel, whether it's more explanationaries on whiskeys and different types of liquor or any kind of reviews you want me to do on, you know, whiskey, beer, vodka, gin, whatever it is, drop that in the comments. Let me know what they are, and if I can find it and afford it, I will try it out and give you all my highly sought after opinion on the matter. Hope you all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and cheers.